It's the postseason in New York. Game 1 against the Washington Wizards is coming up, and we have to channel some energy into the Garden, because it's been a while. The last time these guys were in the postseason, J.R. Smith was shooting three-pointers like a crazy person. Carmelo Anthony had maybe the best season of his career, and Tyson Chandler, maybe my favorite center ever, was doing work as well. It was 2013, the 50-plus win New York Knicks who went down in round 2 to the Indiana Pacers. Listen, it's been rough ever since then. So now we have to come in here against the Wizards, and we have to establish that New York basketball is still a thing, as we got the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. The too long didn't read version of how we're going to defend these guys, leave Markieff Morris open, because we need someone who we can provide help defense off of. Because when your point guard is John Wall and he's going to be attacking the rim a million times a game, I need to be able to bring some extra defenders, and I'm definitely not going to bring them off of Bradley Beal or Otto Porter, so Markieff Morris is the guy. Now, a little thing with the game sliders. These were basically the sliders that I ended up using, that I adjusted as the game went along. Basically, I started on Superstar difficulty, I dipped some of my stuff down, and then I actually boost up a decent amount of the CPU stuff to make the game hopefully even, because 2K's recent patch, for whatever reason, does not make MyGM any more difficult. Anyway, we just saw this promo video, but now we're going to see it again, because I need to set this thing up somehow. Ntilikina is really feeling himself, and we're actually going to find out where that pass went off to later on in this video, which is maybe a cheap attempt by me to keep you watching, I don't know. Also, if you've already seen that animation in 2K18, then you probably know where that pass is going, but whatever. Also, the video's in 60 FPS, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, Terrence Ferguson's open. That's a two-pointer, which I'm not a fan of. Didn't go in anyway. John Wall already has the fire symbol. That is a very bad sign. I appreciate Bradley Beal pulling up for a mid-range that maybe he should not have taken. You know what I think a problem is with the CPU in 2K? Because if you ever go into the playbooks, you'll notice they have way too many plays. And they have like 30 or 40 plays, and as a result, they don't have a specific play style. And then that's a problem, because the Wizards, they're a heavy pick-and-roll team. But it seemed like they didn't run a million pick-and-rolls on me in this game, so it was weird. So, that's a thing. Ferguson already hit a three-pointer earlier. I tried to get him open on the corner. Didn't work out. But now I'm running off ball for somebody. Oh, this is Porzingis' play, but there's an initial floppy set, which could potentially end up in a three-point shot. Absolutely no help defense on Porzingis whatsoever. I mean, I boosted up the CPU's help defense strength, and they still didn't really give a crap about him in the post. So, I don't know. Jakar Sampson actually had himself a decent game as he put up some points. And there's 2 of them right there, and he actually gets to the free throw line on us as well. I figured Kelly Oubre would be the one doing work from the second unit for them, and it was actually Jakar Sampson, so that's kind of cool. Shout out to him. I feel like he's one of those dudes who's been in the league for 12 years. Raul Neto is very wide open, as Devin Harris just not defending. You'll notice the entire second unit is in the game for the Wizards. That's a Scott Brooks special. 6-point game because we don't want to play defense at the end of the first quarter. I like the towel from DeAndre Ayton, and I like the detail by 2K. I think Kevin Garnett was the one who commercialized the towel around the neck during timeouts thing, which is apparently what I choose to talk about after Bradley Beal hits a three-pointer on us. This play's going nowhere. I need Porzingis to just bail me out, and they left him pretty open. The defense by the Wiz was not exactly impressive in certain parts of this game. Now, whether we actually win the thing or not, I don't know. That was not a good pass by me. I do still have a problem with the screen and roll sometimes where, I don't know, I just kind of throw it to the roll man when I shouldn't, and I would rather shoot a pull-up jumper or so with the ball handler. So, there's that for you. Now you'll notice that Jason Smith does not give a crap that DeAndre Ayton had the ball in the low post there. He just got dunked on, and the defense was the most non-existent thing I've ever seen in my life. Scott Brooks is known for his ability to get his players motivated. He's going to have to give them at least a few pep talks with some of the defense that they've been playing in this first half. We're trying to get Ferguson open, unable to do it, but we're going right back to KP in the post. There's no No double team, nothing. You're just gonna... You know what I might have to do? I might have to go into the Wizards coaching settings and make them defend Porzingis, like, better. I don't know. Because it's like, yeah, it's cool to score, but then I'm just like, this is so not difficult. And I don't want to bump it up to Hall of Fame, because then Hall of Fame is when the CPU starts grabbing a million offensive rebounds, and they'll, like, you'll block a shot, but then it goes directly to the CPU, and then they hit an open three-pointer. That's when the game turns into a mess, and I don't want to do that. But with the defense that the Wizards have been playing, maybe I got to do it anyway. I don't know. John Wall has a chance to at least give them a closer deficit, unable to do it. And then I tried to shoot it with Ayton, and he did a spin move instead. I saw a funny thing on Twitter where it was like guys who take an extra second on full court jumpers to where the clock runs out, to where it doesn't go against their field goal percentage. I'd like to think that's what DeAndre Ayton did just there with the spin move. I mean, Kyle O'Quinn ain't really much of a post-up player, but if he's got Devin Harris on the switch, then I think that's an easy 2 points. Once again, Wizards not playing defense. A 14-point lead. Kelly Oubre and Jakar Sampson are in the game, which I need to point out for reasons that I don't really know. Shout out to Devin Harris for still being in the NBA. They're trying to get John Wall something. I provided help defense, and Sampson killed me for it. See, the lineup they have now, the help guy should be Kelly Oubre, because he shoots like 33% from 3 in the game or whatever. But I just decided to help off the dude who's been killing us with his scoring tonight. So that one's on me. That pass was a little ridiculous, because I don't know if Tim Hardaway Jr. can make that sort of a pass, but it worked out. His playmaking has improved this season. That one was not a good shot by me. I should have got that one to Michael Beasley because he was open. And John Wall open for a mid-range. Good for him for making that one in. John Wall's improvement on the mid-range jumpers, specifically top-of-the-key pull-up jumpers in the pick and roll, that's really the next step for his game, you know, and to see him improve in that is good. They didn't defend Michael Beasley, and you'll notice in the beginning of the thing, remember when I showed you the game sliders? That was as this game went along. I had to turn down some of that stuff because I thought it was just too easy. We're up 30 freaking points right now, man. And there's about, 4 minutes left, so I'm already mentally checked out. I block a shot from John Wall, and then Gortat puts it back in, and then I'm like, you know what? I think we're good. I think I got enough, okay? I'm sure the Knicks fans were excited. That was a blowout win, as it was, 36 freaking points? And now we're going to find out where this pass from Ntilikina goes, because I know you're just really anticipating this one. The pass made no freaking sense. He threw it straight, and then it turns into a lob to Tim Hardaway Jr. 2K. Come on, man. That's like in a TV show where someone will shoot a shot at a hoop, and then it'll close in on the hoop, and then you just see the ball going directly through the net, which tells us they didn't actually make the shot. You know? So, 2K, the presentation on that one, it could have been a little bit better. I'm just saying. Porzingis isolation, a really weird looking pass to DeAndre Ayton, but it goes in nonetheless. You know what? I appreciated the help defense that time by the Wizards. Okay, Gortat actually came over, made my life at least a little more difficult. John Wall with the pull-up jumper that, well, it was late in the shot clock, so we shouldn't kill him for that one. Trevor Booker not getting on Porzingis is not a good idea, because, I mean, he's Porzingis. What do you want me to tell you? What do the Wiz do on this possession? I don't remember. Markieff Morris is feeling himself a little too much. Smart idea to pass it off. John Wall nails a three. I mean, I talked about before this series started, I said, Wall, his three-pointer has gotten pretty good, so we can't just leave him wide open there, which makes them even more difficult to defend. And you'll see in this situation here, another time where I could have gone with the pull-up jumper. Luckily, Gortat just didn't steal the ball because it went directly over him for the pass to Ayton. Is it time to go to Hall of Fame? I really don't want to, because whenever I've played Hall of Fame in 2K, that's when it just becomes not fun. I'd much rather play on Superstar and just do as much as I can with the sliders to where it's an even game, because then it actually feels pretty good. I don't know. We're going to have to see what the option is on that one. Maybe I'll hit up some forum and I'll try to find the right sliders. The problem is 2K patches the game so often that sliders become obsolete. So if I see one from like 3 months ago that worked, the game wasn't out 3 months ago. I don't know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm getting at, okay? But it's a 3-point game. So maybe I should be setting this up a little bit more. Oh, Ntilikina open for 3. Well, there we go. Now the moment's ruined because now it's a 6-point game. Unless John Wall and the Wizards can make a comeback, but it's already an 8-point game. Wall with an elbow isolation, not a normal thing for him, although I do recall him posting up on Isaiah Thomas in the playoffs in the second round previous year ago. That was a fun series. Was that the best series of these previous playoffs, the Wizards and the Celtics? It might have been, I don't remember. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I gotta adjust some defensive sliders for the CPU, and you saw in the beginning of the video they were already turned up, but they went for the trap, and there was no help defense at all. Anyway, your Knicks are up 2-0 in round 1 against the Washington Wizards. The New York faithful is loving it. They got confetti coming down. It's a beautiful sight. But then we gotta go to Washington.